I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ladies, Mike 51. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Out, 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 out. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check tight. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Check 31.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Take 4, take 4. Bang, bang. Good job right there. Bang, bang.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Trubisky to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Oh, the strength of Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Lock in.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Hey, 18, 180. Yeah, let's get set. Check 3.
They'll give it to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, we got 4 now. 180.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Line 54. Go. 6. Alert. Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's Carson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Alert. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On the run, it's Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 0.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Rip left. Hey, Zebra. 95.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Watch the ship. Check. Check the backer.
Penny, a first down carry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it'll be third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They run it with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We won it. Come, alert. 50, Mike, 50. Here we go.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. Again, 11 on the play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Mixon with it. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 51. Yo. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the curve. 12.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Rush in. Rush in. Left pass. Hey, check my guard.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57. Mike, 57. 19. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go, D. Anxious.
Again, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check, Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Pass. 57 looks good. 57. You go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. And able to find Green. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
It went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson going to throw again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch the
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left.
14.
36.
Bang out. Bam.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute, and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People